Hi babes, welcome back. I'm about to make jerry coils for my sister, and this is the kit we used. This is everything inside. It has a gel, it has a neutralizer, it has a coil defining, coil booster, and then the cream one, which is the cold wave cream. Guys, before we start, this was an experience. It also has this shower cap. So first of all, I pre-sectioned her hair, detangled her natural hair, protected my hands, and started off. So the idea is to make sections and apply this just as you would a relaxer. This thing smells so nasty. It has this really strong chemical smell, like a chemical factory type of smell, like get out of the house type of smell. I focused on trying to apply it as fast as I could. Oh, the smell is really uncomfortable to endure. There should be like face masks inside of this kit. It smells really nasty. Everybody that is against relaxer and still dabble into jerry coil, like how is this better than relaxer? This is an obviously strong chemical. Relaxer is a subtle strong chemical. This one is in your face. At the point I just started using my hands, I wanted to be faster. If you look closer, I wasn't massaging the cream into her hair. I was just trying to get it everywhere as fast as I could, and then I can go back and take care of it. I sincerely thought we were not going to like go through. I thought she would give up at some point and be like, let's just wash this thing off. This smell is terrible. But no, people who are against relaxer have strong mind when it came to this one. And she was like, just finish it, just finish it. I said, okay. I was just like, apply fast. Oh my god. Oh god, this is terrible. That was what was happening in this video. Yeah, you cannot see my face, but that was it. It was smelling so nasty. But as you can see, within a short time, her hair was already becoming soft. And this is where I am not trying to make sure the whatever this is, this cream one, gets into the hair strand. I was like, this is relaxer. This thing is relaxer. This is another version of relaxer. Come on, natural hair people, come on. See, allow everybody to carry their sin and just sin the way they want, or be careless the way they want. Because if you are against relaxer and you think this one is okay, you are a very interesting person. Anyway, when we are done, she washed off the relaxer, the cream one, with just water, like rinsed it off madly, and this is what it looks like. This is just like partially relaxing your hair to me, but I don't understand. The explanation is that it's going to revert back to natural hair. Okay, we continue. The directions in the package said to shear the hair, to pre-section the hair exactly like this. So I have 6 parts, 3 straight lines from front to back, and then shear those into 2 sections from ear to ear. So you have 6 sections. Okay, now my mistake has started. This pack is for this is 1 serving. So I was supposed to use everything here once. I was under applying this coil booster that I just applied. This was my mistake. Mistake number 2. This coil, I should have used way more rollers and had more coils. This is too big. This is too much, and you're going to see how it affects the result. This is too big. This is too big. Although before finishing, I came back and recoiled some of these ones at the back and used more rollers, but it wasn't enough. When we were done looking at the results, I could tell that if I had like smaller sections, if I had coiled the hair in like smaller sections, maybe times two of this rollers I used twice as many rollers. I think we had 24. Use more than that, it's going to give you a better result. So when I got to the front, I figured out I can afford to use more of the coil boosters. You can see this one has more product in it than the back part, so I had to go back to the back and apply more product because it helped. But at that point, I had not yet figured out that I should have used more rollers. I think we had just a few left out of the, was it 24? Yes, out of the 24, maybe I had like 3 left. But I would advise you to get as much as 48 of these rollers and take your time and coil it smaller. That's what I will do if I am to do this again. But guys, now here we do. Every stage had a smell. Every stage of this thing smells nasty. The first one was worse. The only thing that had a decent smell was the gel, the very last one we applied. My sister was fooling herself. She was feeling like relaxed head. I don't want to go near relaxer. Natural hair people, I hear you. I see you. Jericho. I beg you. Anyway, when we are done, the idea of this one was, okay, this was where I went back, applied more product. Can you see how it was already coiling when I took out the rollers? Sorry, I was talking too much, but it was already coiling. I just shared that section into two and, made it smaller. I don't know if I don't know how to roll hair again. These rollers just kept rolling down. I feel like I needed a tip or a hack on how to place these rollers correctly because it was just rolling down and everything was happening fast. I just couldn't figure it out at that point. So because it is not coiled, I think this affected our end results. But when I noticed this, I noticed that the rollers were no more strong. Then I suggested we use like a hair net to hold the coils better, and I think it helped. If I had washed the hair like this, because you're supposed to wash the hair with the rollers in, many of them would have fallen off. So we just used a hair net. You're going to see it, it's barely there. When it's there, it did like say no day, you understand? So we just use and cover the hair. As we covered the hair, the rollers no come fall when we go wash them. So we just washed it very nicely, and I was just, this is one serving. We are supposed to use the whole of it, but I started off, being a Nigerian that I started off using it small. So at this point, I am now trying to tighten my rollers back. Everything was just okay. Anyways, see my sister's skin looking so sweet. She's looking like potato. Porero. So this was late at night though. I was just covering everything so that we can wash it without it falling off, and it helped. Can you believe after that first chemical, you're supposed to wash your hair without using a shampoo. After the second stage, you're supposed to wash your hair without using a shampoo. And then after the third one, after applying the neutralizer, then you rinse it off. So it's just the neutralizer that is stopping the chemical process. See, I prefer relaxer. I don't know. So this is the neutralizer. So she has rinsed her hair off the second time, although we did rinse it really, just like she was bent under the shower. Try not to make it touch your face, Sha. So you have to really bend very well all the way. So time to apply the neutralizer. I felt like the material of this net is going to soak up part of it, but we had to choose between taking the net off and risking the coils falling off and putting it. So we just decided to let the net be, and washing it actually loosened some of the rollers. So I just tightened them back. Just imagine I coiled this thing smaller, like I had smaller coils. It would have been really nicer. So at this point, I had already gotten the gist that I was supposed to use everything for this one serving. So I was very generous with the neutralizer, but the neutralizer has this watery consistency. It looks like water, pure. It looks just exactly like water. So as I was applying it, it was dripping, And at a point we just had to bend her head down over a bucket, and I was like apply the whole of it, and it was dripping right out onto the bucket. So when we were done, we were worried that since these are chemicals, we were not using like a neutralizing shampoo to wash off each section. So this is the only neutralizer you get. This is the only thing that is going to stop the activation or the stop the chemicals. So we just felt like this was it. After applying everything, we started scooping it back from the bucket onto her hair. I was like, neutralize this nonsense, please neutralize this nonsense, please neutralize this nonsense, please neutralize this thing, neutralize this thing. So she just kept pouring it back. It was dripping off. She was pouring it back. So much for neutralizer. So at this, when we were done, her hair was drenched. Like, we were sure we had gotten every part of her hair. I applied it at the back just to be very sure. We also did that in the front was covered already because it was dripping down. So we just made sure like everything, it was gone, and we drenched the hair over and over again. And after this, she went and rinsed her hair again, and then it was time for the gel that comes with it and time to take down the coils. Guys, can you see my point? If I had rolled this thing in smaller sections, oh my god. Well, this was my first time doing this, and I actually watched a video to learn how to do it. The video was by one of my first time YouTube mentors. I've always watched her videos when I started my salon, and I had no idea what I was doing. So her channel is Onyinye Okeke TV. So she made this on someone, and we followed her steps. Apparently I did not copy the fact that she used a lot of rollers. I just felt like this is looking like too much work, I'm not ready for this. But we also had limited number of rollers. We did not prepare that well. When you're doing something for the first time, sometimes you just learn from experience, unless you have someone like me that does it and tells you everything as it is, so that when you're doing yours, if you come across any error, you're either prepared or you're aware. So this is the only thing that smells decent. I was like, okay, this smells beautiful compared to the others. So you're supposed to apply this gel. The hair is still, it's not dripping wet, but it's wet. I can't even say damp, it's wet, but it's just not dripping. So when we applied it, we were now feeling the result of our level. I was like, okay, that's not so bad. But I wished I coiled the hair shorter. I wished I focused on making smaller coils in the front here. But my sister liked her hair. This one may be like say you relax your hair, but you don't relax your hair. You retouch your hair without answering relaxer gang. So natural hair people enjoy. And bye bye.